Hello everyone. So welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we'll start with the type number 2 of exercise number 1. In type number 2 here they are given we need to find m for the given congruence, right? So in type number 2 total 5 problem here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and each and every problem here we need to estimate the value of m, right? Like in problem number 1 here they are given 223 is congruent to 103 mod of m, then what is the value of m? Like in problem number 2 here they have given 1331 is congruent to 0 mod of m, then what is the value of m, right? So here in each and every problem here we need to estimate the value of m so that the given congruence exists. I hope you understood the purpose of this type number 2 problem. So now we'll go to the problem solving part. Before going to the solution of type number 2 problem of exercise number 1, you should know the concept of how to calculate the divisor of any number. If you know the concept, then you can continue with the video. And if you have doubt or if you want to learn how to calculate the divisor of any number, so kindly visit to the another playlist. The name of the playlist is Basics of Engineering Mathematics. This is the name of the playlist, and this playlist is present in the channel Engineering Vidya in the same channel, and the name of the video is how to calculate divisor of any number, right? So kindly visit to this video, and after visiting to this video, when you will going to come to this lecture, then it will be easy to you, right? This is the problem number 1, and here they have given 223 is congruent to 103 mod of m, and here we need to calculate the value of m, right? So first of all I'll start from the step number 1, and whatever is given we'll copy it over here. 223 is congruent to 103 mod of m, right? So whatever congruent is given, it will be compared with the standard congruent, and standard congruent A congruent to B mod of m, and after the comparison here the value of A will be equal to 223 and the value of B will be equal to 103, and here we need to calculate the value of m, right? So before solving this kind of problem, let me explain one of the rule of modular arithmetic, and which is very important rule, and that rule will going to help to solve this kind of problem. The rule says that if we have the scenario A congruent to B mod of m, right? If we have the scenario where A is congruent to B mod of m is given, then we can say here this is m, right? Here m will going to divide the difference of A and B. The rule is very simple. Rule says that the number m will divide A minus B if A congruent to B mod of m will be given, right? Or in other way, here you can say A minus B will be divisible by m. A minus B will be divisible by m if A congruent to B mod of m is given. So with the help of that rule, we're going to estimate that thing. And here we need to find the value of m, right? So if we can calculate the value of A minus B, then on the basis of A minus B, we can also find the value of m, right? Because here A and B is already given, right? So first of all, here I'll find the value of A minus B, and A is nothing but 223 and B is nothing but 103, and A minus of B will be equal to 223 minus 103 will be equal to 120, right? So here we have calculated the value of A minus B, and it is nothing but 120. I hope you understood something in this problem. Now here we have calculated the right hand side part, that is A minus B, and A minus B is calculated as a 120, and but here we need to calculate the value of m. But the rule says that whatever will be the value of m, here m will going to divide the value 120, or 120 will be divisible by m, right? Or here we can say m will be the divisor of 120. So if you want to estimate the value of m, so to estimate the value of m, what we're going to do, here we'll find all those value that can divide 120, and all those value will be considered as a m, right? And if you want to calculate all those value that can divide 120, so to calculate that thing, we will find the divisor of 120, right? So now what we'll do over here now, to calculate that number, here write the value of m. So now we'll check how many numbers are there that can divide 120, right? 1 itself can divide 120, and 2 also can divide 120, 3 also can divide 120, 4 also can divide 120, 5 can also divide 120, 6 also can divide 120, but 7 cannot divide 120, right? But 8 can divide, and 10 also can divide, and after that 12 also can divide, 15 also can divide, 20 can also divide, then after 20, 24 can divide 120, then 30 can divide 120, then 40 can divide 120, and 60 can divide 120, and 120 can divide 120, right? So always remember that here we have obtained all those numbers that can divide 120, right? So if we're going to count the total values of m, so here we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So total 16 different values are there for m, where this constraint will going to balance, right? In this constraint or in this congruence, if I'm going to put the value of m equal to 1, then still the left hand side will be equal to right hand side, right? If you want, you can check it. If I'm going to put the value of 2, then again it will going to balance. For the value of 4 and up to value of 120, this particular constraint will going to balance, right? So total 16 different value will be exist for the value of m, where this constraint will going to exist. I hope this problem is very clear to you now. So this is the completion of the problem number 1. In problem number 2, here they have given 1331 is congruent to 0 mod of m, right? And here we need to estimate the value of m. Same, I'll go to the step number 1 and we'll copy down everything whatever is given. Here we have 1331 is congruent to 0 mod of m, right? So first of all, whatever is given will compare to the standard congruent. Standard congruent is a congruent to b mod of m. So here the a will be equal to 1331 and b will be equal to 0, and here we need to estimate the value of m, right? Since already we know the rule says that if a is congruent to b mod of m is given, right, then a minus of b will be divisible by m, right? So here we'll first estimate the value of a minus b. So here the a minus b will be equal to 1331 minus 0 will be equal to 1331 only, right? So now we'll go to the step number 2, and at the step number 2, what we'll do to estimate the value of, since here we have the value of a minus b, and a minus b is nothing but equal to 1331, right? And here we need to find the value of m. But the rule says that 1331 will be divisible by m, right? Here m will be the number that can divide 1331. So in that particular case, to calculate m, here we'll find all those numbers that can divide 1331, right? I hope the things are very clear to you now. In this case, to calculate m, here we're going to find all those numbers that can divide 1331, right? So every number will be divisible by 1 and itself. So first I'll write the 1. So 1331 will be divisible by 1. And if we're going to check over here, so it will be divisible by 11 also. And again it will be divisible by 121. And it will be divisible by 1331. So total 4 number will be there, right? That can divide the number 1331, and this is the value of m. So here we have calculated m, right? Now see the problem number 3. In problem number 3, here they are given 63 is congruent to 33 mod of m, right? And here we need to estimate the value of m. Same, at the step number 1, we'll compare the given congruence with the standard congruence. Here we have 61 congruence to 33 mod of m, right? So it will be compared with a congruent to b mod of m, and after comparison, here the value of a will be equal to 61, the value of b will be equal to 33, and here we need to estimate the value of m, right? So here we have completed the step number 1, and not step number 1, again we need to find the value of a minus b also, right? So a minus b will be nothing but 61 minus of 33. If we're going to find the 61 minus 33, so here we'll get 28, right? Now at the step number 2, we're going to find the value of m. Again I'm writing the law, right? The rule says that if a congruent to b mod of m, right, then m should divide a minus of b. Or the rule says that a minus b will be divisible by m if a congruent to b mod of m is given, right? So to calculate, so since here we have the right hand side value is 28, and here we need to estimate the value of m, right? So if you want to estimate the value of m, So to estimate the value of m, what we'll do, here we'll find all those numbers that can divide 120, right? Here we'll go to calculate m. Here we'll find all those numbers that can divide 28, not 120, sorry. So here we'll find all those numbers that can divide 28. So the number so that can divide 28 will be the 1 first, then 2 also can divide 28, then 4 also can divide 28, then 7 can divide 28, 14 can divide 28, and 28 also can divide 28, right? So if you see over here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, total 6 different value will be there for the m that can divide 28, right? And if you want to check, you can put all those value in the given congruence, and over there it will going to balance everything, right? Now see the problem number 4 over here, right? In problem number 4, here they have given 171 congruence to 111 mod of m, right? The rule is very simple. First of all, we're going to copy it everything. 171 congruent is 111 mod of m, right? It will be compared with the standard congruence A congruent to B mod of m, and after that the value of A will be equal to 171, the value of B will be equal to 111, and here we need to estimate the value of m, right? So now after that, here we're going to find the value of A minus B also. So 171 minus 111, right? If we're going to find over here, so here you will get 60. Now again I'm writing the rule over here. The rule says that if A congruent to B mod of m is given, then m should divide A minus of B, right? Or A minus B should be divisible by m, or m should be the divisor of A minus of B, right? If this condition happened. So what we'll do over here, to calculate m, here we'll find all those numbers that can divide 60, right? Because 60 is nothing but A minus B. Here we'll find all those numbers that can divide 60. So 60 will be divided by 1, 60 will be divided by 2, and 60 will be divided by 3, 60 will be divided by 5, 60 will be divided by 6 also, and 60 will be also divided by 4, right? I forgot to write 4, but 4, it will be also divided by 4, and then it will be divided by 15, it will be divided by 10 also, it will be divided by 12, and it will be divided by 20 as well, and 30 and 60, right? So here all those different values are there that can divide what? 60, right? And this is the value of m. So this is the problem number 4. Now in similar way, here we are going to solve the problem number 5 also, right? In problem number 5, here they have given 1 congruent to 1000 mod of m. So we'll go to the step number 1 first of all, whatever is given, right? 1 congruent to 1000 mod of m is given, so it will compare the standard congruence A congruent to B mod of m. So here the value of A will be equal to 1 and the value of B will be equal to 1000, and here we need to estimate the value of m, right? So here, now after that we're going to find the value of A minus B also, right? So 1 and B is nothing but 1000, it will be equal to minus of 999, right? Other things are very clear to you now. So here we have calculated the step number 1. And at the step number 2, we're going to find the value of m, right? Again, I'm writing the rule says that if A congruent to B mod of m is given, right? Then A minus of B should be divisible by m, right? A minus of B should be divisible by m, or m should divide A minus B, or m should be the divisor of A minus B. Hope the things are very clear to you now. So here we'll find all those numbers that can divide minus 999, right? Minus of 999. Here we're going to find all those numbers that can divide minus of 999. So whether it will be minus or whether it will be plus, it doesn't make any difference, because 3 also can divide 999, right? And 3 also can divide minus of 999. So 1 can divide minus 999, 3 also can divide minus 999, 9 also can divide minus 999, 27 can divide, 37 can divide, and 111 will going to divide, right? And 333 can divide, and 999 can divide, right? So this is the completion of problem number 5 also. So on the basis of that, here we have completed all the problem of type number 2. I hope all this kind of problem you can solve in your exam. So this is the end of this lecture. Thank you.